friends, welcome back to my channel. And today is, I look tired because I'm not, I think I am tired. Today's just a free day for me. I know that I need to complete a vlog so that I could have content for the remainder of the month, but apart from that, today is just basically a free day. I use today as a free day. Normally when I'm home on my day off, I always make sure that I do two things. One, I ensure that I do some kind of artwork for that day, even if it's just a simple little doodle. And the other times I ensure that I do a video, because then I usually work sometimes 3-4 days out of the week, so I have to ensure that my channel has content. And for today, I didn't do any artwork. I just finished this morning an artwork that I drew last night, and I did the line art this morning to try to finish that up, because I have one of the things I'm trying to do is I have, I think, 3 sketchbooks that were almost close to completion. And so I decided to put some line art in them, that in the event I need to do maybe a color with me session, or maybe do some kind of art review, I can look at those and do it with that. I could, basically use those pictures in there and render them for that. There's really not a lot of stuff I want to talk about today. I think the one thing I should highlight is some of the art exercises that I've been doing. There's one right here that I started, join hands, and so with this, it's just basically me drawing a bunch of hands. This is actually day 3 or day 2, I think. Yeah, day 2 fast. And I basically have, I think I will put a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can get the prompt list for this. But basically it's here. There's 9 of them, 9 prompts, and you use these prompts as clues to do something with the hands. Like the one that I highlight here is day 2, fast. And for this, I was just envisioning those, like when you go to those carnivals, or we have them like school bazaars and stuff, where they do these fast hands with find the ball. I was just thinking of that. And with this, it allowed me to envision the hand differently, because when it comes to art, hands for me is a challenge. I know it's a challenge for a lot of artists, and but for me, I just want to have the concept of how to draw hands, and then from there I can best figure out how to do it. I have this concept where I draw it like a trapezoid, I think, and then or like a really weird looking kind of rectangle where one side of it has a curved end, and then I just have it. It's a concept I learned from Proco, I think his name is, how he has that concept where he draw it, this concept of drawing like that, and then just put like long cylinders on it just as fingers or the digits, and then the thumb is just to the edge of that. So it's basically this is the hand, you draw it like that, then you come in with this, and then you attach the thumb here, and then you put these cylinders and the 4 digits, with the smallest cylinder being the pinky. And basically that's it. And that's how I think that concept worked for me. So that's what I've been doing. And it just allows me to like manipulate that shape. So that kind of shape, I just manipulate it and turn it in different ways. And basically, if it's this way, well, I know it's this way. I won't see the full side of it. Or if it's this way or that way. So it's basically I just basically turn it into different shapes, and that's how I get the concept of the hand. A lot of these hands are actually my hands. Especially this. I took some, I don't know if you call it hand selfies, where I put the camera and I try to take my hand doing this motion. So a lot of these are just basically my hand. I don't say why I say a lot, because here's another one. This is day 3. It's called Drip. And again, this is just my hand, where I looked at my hand in this angle and just basically showing that, you know, it's dripping. So so I don't necessarily use, the reference is actually my hands. And if I need to get a front facing view of my hand like this, I just take the camera and put it in front of me, and I just draw the hand that way. So basically that's what I'm doing right now. I do have 2 other I think I will call them self workshops, where I am, this is actually a self workshop. I call this a self workshop, where I'm trying to grasp a concept of joint hands. And then there's 2 other self workshops I want to do. One of them is actually inspired by drawing tutorials online by Matt. I watch his vlogs almost every Saturday, and if I can't catch it live on Saturdays, I will just catch the repeat that he's where he plays it back on his YouTube channel, Drawing Tutorials Online. And he did a thing last Saturday where he did a value study of some artwork, and I think that's just an amazing exercise. So I'm thinking of doing that too as a self workshop, where I just do some value studies, because I want to be able to when I'm rendering, to keep values in mind. I mean, I'm doing that right now as a observation exercise. When I'm on the bus, I basically look for 3 values. I know there's more. I know you can go up to 10, or some people actually spread it out a little farther, but I want to see at least a light tone, a mid tone, and a dark tone. And I basically look at it and try to find those 3 values right now in observation, in real life, I should say. Try to find those. So like this will be my dark tone. Somewhere here is going to be a mid tone, and because there's light shining directly on my face, this area here is the light tone, you know. So here is my mid tone, in here is a dark tone, and you know, the light tone is here. This is not necessarily a dark tone, it more looks like a mid tone to me. So it's basically things like that, trying to find the values in nature and in real life. And basically that's what I'm working on right now. It's not a lot of things to talk about. I think this vlog is just going to be very short. I don't want to talk too much, because I really don't have anything to talk about. If I talk about anything more, it's just going to be me blabbering on. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. I will include you guys in that exercise when I do that value study, or any other self workshops that I do. I will include you in it, so you can see the process that I am doing, and maybe you want to adopt it for your own self journey into art. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.